This is 250s for America's 250th, where we highlight the 250th issues from our favorite comic series. Today we're suiting up for Iron Man number 250, cover dated December of 1989. It's a fun anniversary issue with a clever hook, armor against armor across 1,000 years of time. This story is called Doomquest, and with Iron Man himself, Robert Downey Jr., coming back as Doctor Doom in Avengers Doomsday later this year, this book quickly became a collector's item when his return was announced. By the late 80s, Iron Man was being written by the team most fans consider definitive, David Michelinie and Bob Layton. These two had already given the character his most famous story, Demon in a Bottle, where Tony Stark's drinking nearly destroys him. And they just wrapped the acclaimed Armor Wars, where Tony hunts down everyone using stolen versions of his technology. So number 250 arrives with the book firing on all cylinders. And the issue is a sequel, a follow-up to a beloved earlier story called Doomquest. The title here is Recurring Knightmare, Knight with a K. A mystical artifact yanks Iron Man and his old enemy Doctor Doom out of their own time and flings them forward to the year 2093. There they meet the wizard Merlin and a very young King Arthur, displaced in time themselves. Arthur's too young to face a deadly threat striking from orbit, so Merlin forces the two armored rivals to fight in his stead. Iron Man tracks the menace to an orbiting neutron cannon and finds it guarded by a figure called Andros Stark, a future Iron Man, more powerful and far more ruthless than Tony, making his very first appearance here. Meanwhile, Doom, too proud to serve anyone, builds himself a time platform to escape home, only to discover Merlin's spell won't let him leave until the job is done. It's the kind of high-concept team-up/grudge match that Michelinie and Layton did so well. Tony Stark's heroism and Doom's arrogance bouncing off each other, with Layton handling both the writing and that crisp, polished artwork he's famous for, cover included. Tony Stark first appeared in Tales of Suspense number 39 back in 1963, created by Stan Lee, his brother Larry Lieber, and artists Don Heck and Jack Kirby. The origin is one of Marvel's most enduring. A brilliant, arrogant weapons maker is gravely wounded and taken captive, with shrapnel creeping toward his heart. Forced to build a weapon for his captors, he instead secretly builds a suit of armor, one that keeps his heart beating and lets him fight his way to freedom. The man who profited from war becomes the armored hero who answers for it. It's worth pausing on how far the character traveled to get here. Over the years, Tony Stark evolved from a Cold War arms manufacturer into something far more complicated. A recovering alcoholic, a futurist, a man constantly rebuilding both his armor and himself. Michelinie and Layton are a big reason why. They gave him real human stakes, a best friend in James Rhodes, who'd take up the armor himself and later become War Machine, and business rivals like the ruthless Justin Hammer, who attacked Tony's company as much as his body. By number 250, Iron Man wasn't just a guy in a metal suit. He was one of Marvel's richest character studies. Tony's sparring partner in this issue is one of Marvel's greatest villains, first appearing way back in Fantastic Four number 5 in 1962, from Lee and Kirby, the iron-masked monarch of Latveria, equal parts sorcerer and scientist. Putting him in armor opposite Iron Man is a natural fit, and Doomquest made the pairing a fan favorite. As a collectible, this one's friendly, a common Copper Age book. Raw near-mint copies usually run between $5 and $15, and even a high-grade CGC 9.8 tends to land somewhere in the $50 to $90 range. The draw isn't scarcity, it's the story, the Doomquest sequel, the anniversary framing, and that first Andros Stark. If you want to read it, Marvel collected it in the Iron Man Doomquest trade, right alongside the original. Once a mid-tier hero, Tony Stark became the cornerstone of the biggest movie franchise in history, and he still headlines an ongoing Marvel series. This issue is a great reminder of the clever, character-driven storytelling that kept him flying long before Hollywood came calling. Before we lock up, a quick word on sources. Today's spotlight is Iron Man number 250 from 1989, Recurring Knightmare and the first appearance of Andros Stark. The Armored Avenger first appeared in Tales of Suspense number 39 in 1963, created by Stan Lee, Larry Lieber, Don Heck, and Jack Kirby. His sparring partner, Doctor Doom, goes back to Fantastic Four number 5 in 1962. And this issue is a sequel to the classic Doomquest from Iron Man 149 and 150 in the early 1980s. That's our shelf for today. We'll see you tomorrow with another 250th issue for the 250th.